Kingsland is open, and 24 hours in, we have reached 625 billion kill points in this KvK, with 31 million T5 troops severely wounded or dead. This has been an amazing Kingsland opening and really exciting and intense 24 hours. So let's go and see Kingdom stats and who did very well. So kill points, you can see top 10 people for kill points. 5 of them are from Fire Camp. So Fire Camp has been amazing in fighting. And then top 5 people, 2 of them are Fire Camp, 2 wind and 1 water. We do not see Earth team members here. They are a little bit below position 10, but overall, really good job. Everybody in top 10 gained more than 2 billion kills, and top 1 elf from fire have 5.5 billion kills in this KvK. This is a significant number. Very well done. There will be more kill points gained in the next couple of weeks after Kingsland, with some fighting here and there. But overall, this is the stats after Kingsland fight, and this is very good job. Moving on to Kingdom kill points, 2666, 90 billion, 1184, 87 billion, really close, 1368, 55 billion, followed by 2029, 52 billion, 3407 got 50 billion, so that's your main War Camp Kingdom. And then finally 2459 Kingdom from Fire got 30 billion kill points. That is a very good result by these top kingdoms. 2 of them are fire. You can see top 1 is wind, followed by 2 fire, earth, and water. And then if we scroll down to see the worst kingdoms, those are the same, and they followed our initial KvK prediction. 3 kingdoms here are earth and 1 from fire. Now, camp kill distribution. Camp kill points is led by fire, 179 billion kills. Second place, wind, 171, followed by water, a little bit over 151 billion. And the last one is earth, 122. Now, Kingsland started in a way that you wanted to begin, right? You have hundreds of marches going out, walking on the open field to each other to have a face-off in the middle of the map. We had a lot of water people. Everybody was online, moving in, going for that fight against earth. So in this case, what did happen? Earth and fire did switch places for Kingsland. So now water was fighting earth camp and wind was against fire. So we can say 2 big guys versus 2 smaller guys facing each other. That was really exciting. Now in the beginning of water versus earth engagement, which lasted for maybe 1 hour before it became a bit more clear that earth was having a more stronger presence on the field, which resulted in them building more flags and closer to water pass. And then you can see that there were a lot of marches on the field, and water team was forming a defensive line in front of their flags to make sure that they keep that line and prevent earth on moving forward. As this was happening, the wind camp was pushing fire on the east side to do the same thing to reach their pass 8, and it became a bit more obvious that the front line has been forming in the center around Ziggurat. So water and earth camps were forming a line to protect Zig from their opponents, And there were three, let's say, battle points of this hold. Two of them were controlled by wind, facing off fire in those two locations, and they were doing a pretty good job. Fire was not advancing closer to Zig. They were shut off by the wind team. And then the third location on the west side was managed by water, who was also doing a pretty good job making sure Earth doesn't get close and doesn't get into contact with Zig to be able to contest it. There were a lot of marches dedicated for this effort, and it was done in parallel while holding those hot spots at Water Pass 8, which was really critical to hold because Earth was pushing really hard in that direction. And you can see on the map hotspots, those frontline battles were taking place and being held successfully by water team and wind. And the wind had more on the east side of Zig, two spots facing off against fire. At the same time, wind was really getting a lot of kill points against fire in their respected area on the east. So after like 4 hours of fighting back and forward, water did suffer a temporary defeat and lost their pass 8. So the Earth camp did push all the way through from pass to pass, cut off some of the territory from water team, and our water team was having a bit of a problem having part of their reinforcements on the other side of the pass while still trying to hold their front line to the north. Now, this was happening during beginning of downtime for water camp, so it was a bit more clear that downtime was affecting them. However, there was also a lot of upside from Earth, which was a big surprise. I mean, those guys were kind of fighting wind during all KvK before Kingsland, and they were not winning. So it did look like one kingdom in Earth side was just holding back until this final Kingsland moment when they were really, really active, really pushing hard, not retreating, and it looks like they were very exciting for this opportunity. Around 20 hours into Kingsland, it was getting a bit more stable view of the front. War camp managed to control their pass once again, and they were holding that area while at the same time did manage to burn flag here and there, but there was still a very solid, let's say, standoff by Earth and water, not really losing or gaining any ground for at least 4, 5, or 6 hours. But it was getting close to losing for Earth because water not only managed to hold the line on next to their pass and more to the north side, but now wind build their flags to touch Earth territory, and now Earth was getting pressured from the south from water team, but also from the east by the wind. And wind made a major advancements towards fire pass 8, and I mean the pass 8 was fortified with lots of flags by fire team. So instead of really trying to take those flags out, wind camp decided to just ignore them, leave them be for now, and continue engagement and pushing for that other pass that was under control by fire. That way they can cut off not only reinforcements but a lot of territory currently controlled by fire, which would eventually have them move the front line to completely have a dominance over that region. And it happened. Maybe 26, 27 hours in, Kingsland, 80% of Kingsland was controlled by water and wind. Pass 8 of fire has been lost to wind, and Ziggurat was secure. this is a victory. That's it. 24, 26 hours of Kingsland, and the victory is now clear. It is wind with water. Wind took control of both fire passes and is now burning all the flags to the west. And water team holding the line next to the pass forced Earth to eventually retreat, abandon that area, and is now moving towards Earth's pass 8 as well. So it's just like basically a cleanup of the zone. So a lot of people, those who are still fighting, they may need some kill points to reach their targets, deaths, etc. But essentially, the fighting is done, and the victor is now decided. And it was also very clear in Lost Kingdom chat. People saying their praise to their opponents, saying it was really very good KvK for them, lots of fun, lots of fighting. Everybody was doing their best, wishing good luck in next KvKs, realizing that I mean we might be allies with some of the guys that we were fighting and sending memes to each other. And huge respect goes out to all the kingdoms, fire, wind, water, and earth, for this amazing performance. Over 500 billion kill points on this KvK. So good. GG. Thank you all.